a broad category of mammals that includes a striking variety of hoofed creatures found all across the world. This critter, which has an even number of toes on each foot, demonstrates outstanding ecological adaptations. These amazing creatures have evolved to flourish in a variety of habitats, from the magnificent deer roaming woodlands to the muscular hippos dominating waterways. It is none other than the Artiodactyl, a strong monster. Artiodactyls' body sizes range from very little to very enormous depending on the species. The smallest Artiodactyls are chevrotains, also referred to as mouse deer. They weigh between 0.7 and 8 kilograms and have a body length of about 12 to 20 inches. These diminutive antelope species normally range in size from 15 to 80 kilograms and have a body length of 28 to 47 inches. Depending on the species, gazelles are medium-sized antelopes, measuring between 3.9 and 4.9 feet in length and weighing between 20 and 70 kilograms. Pigs known as wild boars have a body length of roughly 3.3 to 4.9 feet and a weight range of 50 to 150 kilograms. The size of huge Artiodactyls varies, but the largest ones, like red deer or elk, can grow to be 6.6 to 9.8 feet long and weigh between 150 and 300 kilograms. The body length of a bison ranges from 6.6 to 11.5 feet, and it weighs between 400 and 1,000 kilograms. Indricotheres were extinct members of the genus and were enormous animals resembling rhinoceroses. They may weigh more than 15,000 kilograms and stand up to 20 feet tall at the shoulders. Hooves are a distinctive characteristic of Artiodactyls and are essential to both their survival and movement. Artiodactyls have hard, keratinized hooves that protect their digits. Artiodactyls have primary, weight-bearing digits with an even number of toes, usually 2 or 4. The hoof sole and hoof wall, which make up the hooves, are 2 separate layers. Artiodactyls have hooves that are specifically designed for their terrestrial habitat. On a variety of surfaces such as soft soil, rough terrain, and grassy plains, they offer support and stability while walking, running, and leaping. Each toe experiences less stress due to the animal's hoof structure, which helps distribute the animal's weight equally. Many Artiodactyls have cloven hooves, which are characterized by the division of each finger into 2 smaller independent portions known as toes or claws. Due to the individual hooves on each toe, the animal has a characteristic cloven form. Cattle, deer, goats, and sheep are some examples of Artiodactyls with cloven hooves. The modified hooves of some Artiodactyls have special adaptations. For example, giraffes can walk and run on a variety of surfaces thanks to their big, strong, and thick hooves that support their massive bodies. Because they live a semi-aquatic existence, hippopotamuses have unique hooves with a web-like structure that help them by giving them traction in muck and water. Artiodactyl limbs are made up of a number of bones, joints, muscles, and connective tissues that support and enable movement. Forelimbs and hind limbs are usually in pairs. The limbs of Artiodactyls are frequently suited for quick sprinting and leaping. Their long, slender bones are strong and flexible, reducing weight. The muscles and joints cooperate to produce strong propulsion and to cushion the impact of landing. Cursorial Artiodactyls have limbs that are designed specifically for running quickly, like gazelles and antelopes. These adaptations, which improve the effectiveness of long-distance movement, include extended limb bones, shortened or fused digits, and elongated tendons and muscles. Some Artiodactyls, including goats and mountain goats, have limbs that are specially designed for climbing and moving around in difficult mountainous terrain. They can move on rocky terrain because of their well-developed muscles, robust and flexible limbs, and specialized hooves with good gripping power. Depending on their ecological niche, habitat, and evolutionary adaptations, different Artiodactyl species may have distinct limb structures. Deer, for instance, may have long limbs for sprinting quickly, whereas pigs may have strong limbs for digging and rooting in the earth. Different tooth kinds, such as incisors, canines, premolars, and molars, are present in Artiodactyls. Various species have various dental formulas, which describe the quantity and variety of teeth in 1/2 of the upper and lower jaws. The dentition of various Artiodactyl animals might differ depending on their ecological niche, food, and evolutionary adaptations. It's crucial to mention. Artiodactyls can process their many food sources and meet their nutritional needs effectively thanks to their unique tooth shape and arrangement. Different groups of Artiodactyls have horns and antlers, two different sorts of structures. In several Artiodactyl species, such as cattle, sheep, and antelope, horns are skeletal, permanent structures that are present in both sexes. They are made up of a bony core known as the horn core that develops from the frontal skull bones. A continuous keratin coating that develops on the horn's exterior remains present throughout the animal's lifespan. Horns are a permanent feature that grow from the root. They don't shed every year like antlers do. Instead, horns grow continuously and over time could form rings or ridges. Horn growth rates differ between species and can be affected by things including age, diet, and general health. Males of some Artiodactyl species, such as deer, moose, and elk, are more likely to have antlers than females. Antlers are transient features. During their growing phase, antlers are made of bone tissue that is wrapped in a delicate skin layer known as velvet. They have several tines or points on branched structures. Different species' antlers can differ substantially in complexity, size, and shape. They can grow to be quite large, have several tines, branch in unusual ways, and have branching patterns, like the spectacular antlers of a bull elk. Age, overall health of the individual, and hereditary variables all have an impact on the size and intricacy of antlers. Animals known as Artiodactyls are a diverse group that live in a variety of habitats around the world. Depending on the particular species and its ecological adaptations, their habitats can differ. Many Artiodactyls have evolved to thrive in grassland settings, which are distinguished by vast expanses of grass and few trees. These broad grassy settings, which offer them plenty of grazing opportunities, are ideal for species like bison, wildebeest, gazelles, and numerous antelope species. The environments of mountains are also suitable for Artiodactyls. Mountain dwellers include ibex, mountain goats, and Himalayan tahr. These animals can forage on flora available at higher altitudes while navigating steep slopes and rough terrain thanks to their superb climbing skills. Artiodactyls are remarkably adaptable, which enables them to flourish in a variety of other habitats all over the world. Most Artiodactyls are herbivorous, which means they mostly eat plant matter. They may consume a variety of plant parts in their meals, including leaves, stems, fruits, flowers, and seeds. Different Artiodactyls devour different plant kinds and components. Some Artiodactyls exhibit both grazing and browsing behaviors, making them mixed feeders. They may browse on shrubs, herbs, and other plants in addition to eating grasses. Some antelope species and mountain goats are examples of mixed feeders. It's crucial to remember that there are certain exceptions to the rule that most Artiodactyls are herbivorous. Additionally, several species show omnivore or even carnivorous inclinations. Artiodactyls exhibit a variety of mating behaviors, including polygyny, polyandry, and monogamy. The particular mating system varies between species and is frequently affected by elements including social dynamics, the availability of resources, and sexual dimorphism. In Artiodactyls, mating behavior is frequently concentrated during distinct breeding seasons or rutting times. Typically, variables like food availability, temperature, and photoperiod have an impact on these seasons. Between species and even within populations, breeding seasons might vary. Diverse tactics are used in conservation efforts for threatened Artiodactyl species in order to safeguard their populations, habitats, and counter threats to them. For the preservation of Artiodactyl species and their habitats, protected areas such as national parks, wildlife reserves, and sanctuaries must be established. With the help of these protected areas, populations can flourish while vital habitats, migration paths, and feeding grounds are preserved. Strict anti-poaching measures must be put in place, and law enforcement activities must be stepped up in order to stop the illegal trade and hunting of Artiodactyl species. This includes stepping up patrols, developing monitoring and surveillance systems, and enforcing harsh punishments for poaching offenses. To secure the survival of endangered Artiodactyls and the preservation of their ecosystems, a mix of scientific study, policy interventions, community involvement, and long-term commitment is needed. So this was all about a species called Artiodactyls. If you want to get more such updates, hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel. Also, let us know in the comment section how you find it. By knowing about unique species, we get an idea of how the world, climate, and wilderness was in historic times. We get to know about several new concepts we never knew ever existed. Do you know about Siberian musk deer? It is on the endangered list. Click the video on your screen to know more about it.